Now let's talk about taking arrays to the next level, if you will, and to really start to shove a lot of data into arrays and get a whole lot of data out really quickly. Now keep in mind, as I talk about multi-dimensional arrays in this video, we haven't topped out what we can do with arrays and array type technologies, but it's as far as I'm going to go in this course, so dig into these things and start to play with them. Well, let's talk about multi-dimensional arrays by first getting a good visual of what a single dimensional array is, okay, or a single dimension array. Notice if we create an array in using this kind of setup here, A, and then inside our square brackets we put 5, this is telling us we want a variable A with 5 indexed positions. All right, and so what's going to happen in memory is it creates that A memory variable location, and then it has 5 positions numbered again starting at 0. And so if you look at this, this is actually position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they're numbered 0 through 4. Okay, then we can store data in those index locations. So we can store the number 4 in index location 0, the number 7 in location 1. You kind of see how it works. All right, so if I ask you what is in A4, just like I write it right here, what's out there, well, you can tell me that A4 equals 8, right? A4 equals 8. Piece of cake, right? Now let's talk about how we can use multi-dimensional arrays and make this even more interesting. Notice here, once again, we create an array, but this time we put the A, the brackets, we put a 2, a comma, and a 5. All right? And what this does is it creates a memory location for a variable A, and then it sets up what's going to appear to us in our world as 2 rows of data arranged in 5 columns. So you've got 2 rows of data right here in 5 columns. And if we load data into that, it could look something like this. Now notice what's happening. We now are storing twice as much data into that one variable, and by using loops and all that we did in the array example, we can very quickly and easily locate tremendous amounts of data. And then by knowing positionally what the perspective or significance of that data is, we can manipulate some pretty serious data and apply meaning based on context. All right, so notice if I ask you what value is at A13, then if you'll look, A1 or row 1 and position 3, column 3, it's 7. It's where those intersect, right? 1, 3 is 7. And so as you can see, using multi-dimensional arrays can be quite powerful. And again, I'm going to kind of leave it with you here, some homework that you have to do. Go out there and start to dig into C++ arrays. Look at how big these things can get. Another little hint is that you can store arrays inside arrays. There's all other kind of technologies based on this array technology, and you can do some pretty serious memory work, store a lot of information in memory really quickly, get a lot of information out really quickly, and this is where C++ really begins to shine. That is your ability to manage the memory. Now arrays are not unique to C++. You will see them in other languages, but get to know them, okay? It's a little confusing, it's a little abstract for some people, but it's well worth the time to get to know these things and get comfortable with using them.